Yeah, so not much really going on today. Got shopping, stayed in, stuck up on cigarettes, normal stuff I just do on a normal day. Not a lot really else going on. I can think of. Not a lot, mate. Proper. I sold the bike, mate. I finally got rid of the bike I've been trying to sell, mate. I'm out my own ex-boss with a bike. Finally got rid of it, mate. Boom, 40 quid for me, mate. I'm happy with that. So that's gone pretty well. I mean, I've actually made a little bit of earning for myself out of all this going on. Proper. So it's enough to get by for another couple of days, I suppose. 40 quid. Normally that lasts me about 2 days. So that's about 20 quid a day. Some of you know I'm a sucker for my cigarettes. I've got to have my ciggies. One of the few ways that I've conducted on survival at the moment is by how do we put it? Finding the odd jobs to do that entail me making a bit of money off it as well. So, reading a couple of interesting things in the papers today. One of the interesting stories that got me that I thought a bit, hang on a minute about, is fruit pickers, mate. So we've got fruit pickers. Now, I'm not going to be racist or anything like that. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. Um, they've asked Romanians apparently have come over. Now, I also wonder how many of them being screened at the airports that are coming over to pick fruits. And I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute. We've got these Romanians that are like coming over from another country and they're picking fruits. They're now saying that 1 in 10 people are out of jobs in the United Kingdom. Who should we be offering these jobs to? It's ridiculous, mate. You know, it's all well and said, but come on, wouldn't you? I don't you think that first refusals to go to like an English person that's probably been unemployed for a job that he's been furlonged for or something like that, mate, and things, you know, I think furlong's the right way. And you can look into that word furlong. Proper, I only know it as a name for obvious reasons, but it's like there's so much going on, and I was just saying this earlier on. I call it the new world. I mean, some of you that know me generally have said to me, "You predict that the know me. I've predicted this for a very long time." I've turned and said, "One day something big's going to happen. This world is going to change, and we're going to finally see the changing." And it's definitely started now. It has definitely started. A lot of people are going to be unemployed. I think it's going to be the smaller companies that are going to be out of business, and they're just going to be out of jobs. People are just no longer going to have any jobs. It's a shame. Luckily for me, earning off the YouTube and the Facebook stuff, I can survive. I can survive, luckily. But it's not fair on the ones that can't. You know, it's. I've always said this is coming, and luckily for me, I saved myself some money, mate, for a rainy day if anything like this ever did blow up. I got to admit, personally, I thought we were going to all get nuked, to be quite honest, and or blown up to smithereens by some country we probably peed off, being the United Kingdom or something, mate. But instead, it's the COVID-19 that's going to get us. And I actually believe a bit of Stephen Hawking saying in artificial life will try and kill us one day as well, mate. It's still good, mate. If we get over all this, but they're saying about the spiking is the peak of the spikes is now going down. Apparently, there's less deaths. I beg to differ from what I've said on the news. I think there's still people. I think it's still the same numbers myself, and they're looking to end this lockdown after 3 weeks, 3 more weeks maybe. Don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like to see the end of the lockdown. I think the problem we've got to look on is how do we get back from it? Okay, so we've got all these other people in, everything like that. I've said before, maybe the worst infected areas or the least worst infected areas are the ones that are like tested first. So like the ones with the least people infected, let them go back first. It's still going to put people at risk, but it's whereas in a statistic, it's like less people are going to die in a more uninfected area than in like an area of London kind of thing. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's probably better to like lock down like it by county or something like that and see what happens. Like just closely observe what's going on to see if this virus is going to go. And some people are saying the corona is going to be here for life, but until they can find a vaccine, it'll be the new super flu or something like that, and because we ain't got any antibodies used to it, we're pretty much screwed, mate. So who knows? Who knows? But other than that, it's the normal stuff's coming out online again now. Corona's passed for your butt was the best one the other day, mate. Apparently by farting you can give people coronavirus now. Comes from the Sun newspaper. What do you expect, mate? I can't stick the Sun. And some people like reading it, mate, so stick the stuff up your backside, pretty much, mate. But there's so much stories going around, there's so many conspiracies going around. Do I think there's a conspiracy? To be honest, yeah, I do. I don't think so much a conspiracy, or like it was like a terrorist attack, as some people are saying. Personal opinion, I think someone's got a bit crazy in the labs, decided that they're going to try and play around with a couple of bats' DNA, and then they've created this, which would explain why nobody's got anti-immunities to it. I think it's been I personally think it's like been a lab experiment that's gone wrong, and we've been left with this knocking people out pretty much. That's just my opinion of it myself. I do think there's a lot of people saying it's conspiracy theories. I don't think so much a conspiracy, but I do think that people have been touching things they shouldn't be. I'm going to be blunt. They've been playing around with things they shouldn't be fucking with, is the best way to put it. And this is what started it all off. I think if we just left like things we shouldn't touch alone, DNA splicing, everything like that, it's ridiculous. It's getting scary what we can do with DNA, and it could be like a biological weapon. Just say, for instance, they could like muck around with DNA. Just say, for instance, someone knew what they were doing, and they didn't like people that were gay. There's some talks about some people who have different chromosomes if they're gay and they're straight and everything like this. And I'm happy with anyone is. I love everybody, mate, whether they're gay, straight, transgender, anything. But what if some idiot in a lab could create like a virus that would target gay people? It's possible now. There's a different chromosome in that now. Who's to say they don't go, hang on, that's the gay chromosome, let's knock that one off. Right, okay, spread the virus, we'll knock them all out. It's a scary world we live in, you know, or people would like, say, like, blonde hair. Imagine Hitler in the old times, mate, everything like that. And, okay, let's kill people with blonde hair and knock them out or something, you know. It's plausible, mate, or people with blue eyes, or creating viruses that could target gay people, people with blue eyes, people with blonde hair. It's all plausible these days, mate. And it's scary, you know what I mean? It is really scary what can be created nowadays. I mean, who's to say this isn't here? This other conspiracy about this virus is created to like kill off the weak, so there's more people like to deal with mass population. I don't believe that for a second. But what I do believe is I believe myself that the virus was created in a lab, and people have just been playing stupid with it and decide, oh, I know, let's have a little play around with this. Oh, sorry, I think I've got it. I've got the cough. Hang on. Oh God, I've infected hundreds of people. Oh no, we're in trouble. That's what I think's happened. I don't think it's like designed to like deliberately target people that are vulnerable, but I do think it's possibly designed to like, you know, it's so I think it's like a kid plays with a toy, he ends up making the mum fall over it or something, you know, that kind of thing. But instead of a toy this time, we've got some scientists playing around with something they shouldn't have been playing with, and they've now infected the rest of the world, kind of thing. That's my opinion. There'll be some people that agree with me, some people that won't, but that's just my opinion of the situation, you know. But still, everyone's different. It's just too many coincidences with this. I think there's too much on the news about it being plausible, everything like that, to rule it out. You know, there's proof to say it isn't, so be it. But there is a lot of proof on the internet that's coming from really reliable sources that this is something they shouldn't have been doing, they shouldn't have been fucking with, and they've let it out. So that's just my opinions. Anyway, mate, each to their own, mate. Debate about what you want, you know, feel free, mate. But proper, that's just my thoughts. So tomorrow it's back to the Totnes Massive and doing the old things again. So proper, big 'em up in there.